If you own a firearm or are considering getting a gun, you might want to steer clear of marijuana altogether. News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai tells us how the legalization of marijuana may just backfire on some gun owners.
There are now 18 states that have legalized marijuana, but that legalization may also be a loophole anti-gun advocates have been looking for.
Marijuana is still against the law federally.
Even though you can legally possess and smoke marijuana in the state of New York, the federal government still considers it a narcotic drug, and that may affect your ability to own a firearm.
In New York State, it is legal to consume marijuana, but technically the federal government is now going to prohibit you from possessing a firearm because you're using a drug that's on their list of prohibited substances.
Oneida County Sheriff Rob Mashel has plenty of questions surrounding the legalization of marijuana in New York, but the federal government has a pretty clear policy on firearm possession.
Federal law clearly states that marijuana is still illegal. You cannot possess any of the drugs on the federal government's schedule of prohibited drugs or use those drugs and then legally possess a firearm.
You're probably not going to see any federal agents knocking down your door to confiscate your guns just yet, but if you decide to legally purchase marijuana, there's a chance you could be denied a pistol permit or allowed to buy a gun.
If you're at a dispensary purchasing marijuana and you're going to show ID and your information is recorded, and does that information make its way back to the federal government some form or fashion somehow? I don't know the answer to that, but if it does, I'm sure there's going to be consequences associated with that because the person can't possess a firearm.
The federal government is already working on a number of gun laws and will keep you posted on any new regulations or enforcement objectives. In Oriskany, I'm Kirk Tupai reporting for News Channel 2.